But stuff happens. How it affects you is quite significant.
I was working on a meat grinder. I stuck my hand in a little bit too far.
At my age, I thought what could possibly happen to me.
My doctor said, you need to do something or else you're going to die.
Even while I was hurting pretty badly, I still didn't think it was as serious as it actually was.
Everything was a total change for me. I couldn't write. I couldn't eat. I couldn't put on my clothes by myself. I thought for a minute that, life was over at one point.
They lose independence. I think that's a huge thing. When an injury occurs, they all of a sudden have to, unfortunately, depend on other people to help them. It could lead, in some cases, to depression where, they just completely isolate themselves. Nothing's gonna help me. I'm just kind of stuck. This is the way it is, and we want to prevent that.
I thought I was just a little sore, maybe slept funny. But after about a week, I started to think it might have been a little more serious. I definitely didn't think I'd be in for back surgery or any type of surgery, so it's definitely a bit of an awakening. I thought I was pretty indestructible. I've never been hurt badly or done anything that's really limited my my ability to do anything.
This is my house, and you don't want to come to my house because it usually means you're having problems and a lot of pain and have something wrong with your spine that needs surgery, which can obviously be a very scary thought. So if you do get injured, you should seek help. If you see things that will potentially injure you, you should do things proactively, talk to your employer, but if they're not listening, ultimately you have to make choices that improve that for you.
Pain is something that you cannot see. So a lot of people see me and they think, you look fine, but they don't know what's going on inside of me. Sitting down, I felt fine, but once I got up and I started to walk, or I'm in a standing position, I started to feel the pain more and more, and it progressed to a point where I could only stand for 5 minutes. It was crippling.
Your joints are yours forever. So if you have a small injury, so you sprain your ankle once or twice when you're a teenager, that's your ankle forever. And if you don't take care of it when it gets injured, it's never going to be the same. I have a patient who plays basketball, and he can't play basketball right now. So that just doesn't affect his sporting life. All of his friends play basketball. So now he's not hanging out with his friends. And if that's where your friends are and you can't be there, I mean, it sucks. It's not fair.
I listened to what the bosses said, and I worked fast, but not smart, I would say. I entered the pain management program through the UHN. I always acknowledge the pain, but I don't let it manage me. I don't let it take control. So it's a sense of empowerment.
Our goal and hope is to really work towards providing the right care at the right time for these workers so that we can get them back to a productive lifestyle.
It's a passion, and we're really here to help people get better.
We lost our son, an 18-year-old son, David, in a workplace accident. The loss of Dave has been absolutely devastating for our family, and Dave would have wanted me to try to make a difference for his friends, for the future of Canada. Champion employers are what I want you to look for. I want you to be employed by. They have less turnover because they treat you with respect. They show you how to work safely. And when you get a little older and you become managers and supervisors and owners, I want you to be champions because you're in the greatest country in the world and you'll make a tremendous difference, both now, today, when you stick up your hand and get the courage to ask, and in the future.
It took me a long time to react to what's going on, and I should have reached out sooner.
If you feel uncomfortable about a certain job you're doing and it feels unsafe, you need to know that you have the right to say, listen, I need to learn how to do this job better.
Know what's going on with you, know what's going on in your environment, and know in detail what you're responsible for. Be prepared.
Injuries, can happen to anybody. Safety first.
So work smart and don't be afraid to ask questions.